guys, good morning. Today our discussion is about the basic concepts of statistics. So let's start. For most people, the sheer mention of the word stat causes much anxiety, right? So they think of it as a collection of numbers and formulas that have vague meanings. Actually, without noticing it, people may apply statistic on their everyday life. So let's start with example. When a clinic records the result of a physical examination of the patient, he is mostly collecting data to aid the physician in diagnosing the type of illness of the patient and to determine the appropriate medical treatment that must prescribe or that needed prescription to the patient. Let's start with the meaning of the statistic. Statistic is a branch of applied mathematics that deals with the collection, organization, presentation analysis, and interpretation of data. So when we say statistics, we can use it as a guide in design of the research study and then analyze the result. So we have two different statistics. We have the descriptive and inferential statistics. So let's start with the descriptive statistics. Descriptive statistics deals with the collection and presentation of data and summarizing values that describe the group characteristics. The most common summarizing values are the measure of central tendency and the variation. Inferential statistics deals with the predictions and inferences based on the analysis and interpretation of the result of the information gathered by the statistician. Some of the common stat tools of inferential statistics are the t-test, c-test, analysis of variance, chi-square, and Pearson R. A variable is a numerical characteristic or attribute associated with the population being studied. So we have different types of variables. We have the categorical or the qualitative variable, and we have the numerical valued or the quantitative variable. So when we say categorical, they are variables that are classified according to some attributes or categories. And when we say numerical, they are variables that are classified according to numerical characteristics. Numerical valued variables can be treated as categorized variable only when they are grouped into class interval. Categorical or qualitative variable, so example here are the gender, the eye color, the political preferences, the religion, blood type, civil status, year level, course, profession, and social economic status of the respondent. The categories may be ordered, but specific numerical values that may or may not be assigned. So example here are the performance rating. Example, poor, fair, good, very good, and excellent. IQ score, it can be low, average, or high. Public opinion about the performance of faculty, 1 means poor, 2 means average, and 3 means good. So that's the example of categorical or qualitative variable. What about the numerical valued or quantitative variable? So examples is we have the age in years. So we have the 5 to 9, 10 to 14, 15 to 19, and 20 and above. So example of age in years. Example on height in centimeters, we have 100 to 149, 150 to 199, 200 to 249. Examples on grade in math, 1 to 1.49, 1.5 to 1.99, 2 to 2.49, 2.5 to 2.99, and so on and so forth. So they are divided into discrete variable and continuous variable. So numerical valued under discrete variable are variable whose values obtained by counting. So example, the number of children, the number of persons with blue eyes, the number of patients with TB, the number of males and females in stat class. With regards to continuous variable, under numerical valued, they are variable whose values obtained by measuring. So example are temperature, distance, area, density, age, and weight. So all of which cannot be put into a list because they can have any value and some interval of real numbers. Scale of measurement under statistics. So we have first one is we have the nominal scale, we have the ordinal scale, we have the interval scale, and we have the ratio scale. When we say nominal, it means that it is a measurement scale that classifies elements into two or more categories or classes. When we say ordinal scale, it is a measurement that ranks individual in terms of the degree for which they possess a characteristic. When we say interval scale, it is a measurement scale that in addition to adhering scores from highest to lowest, establishes a uniform unit in the scale so that distance between two consecutive scores is of equal magnitude. And with regards to ratio scale, in addition to being an interval scale, it also has an absolute zero to the scale. Okay, so let's start with a sample. So, table 1-1 is about the nominal scale sample. It's about the distribution of patients in UMC hospital according to its religion and gender. So, under table 1-1, it shows the number of male and female respondents grouped according to religion and according to sex, which is male or female. Here it says that there are 70 males and 85 females who are Roman Catholic. There are 36 males and 40 females who are Buddhist, and so on and so forth. The number indicates that the elements are different, but the difference is not according to order or magnitude. That's why it's called nominal scale. Okay. Table 1-2 is also an example of a nominal scale. Here, it discusses about the distribution of business management students in University of the Philippines, Diliman campus, grouped according to race and civil status. Under Table 1-2, it says that the business management students of UP Diliman are classified according to race and civil status. The number of single Filipino is 1, 2, 3. Korean is 30, American is 12, and Canadian is 8, and so on and so forth. Table 1-3 is all about ordinal scale. Here it says about the anxiety level of mentally retarded patient in Philippine Mental Hospital in Trece Martires, Cavite. So 0 means not anxious, 1 means low anxiety level, 2 means moderately anxiety level, and 3 means high anxiety level. So under table 1-3, it says that the mentally retarded patient in Philippine Mental Hospital are grouped according to sex and anxiety level. The table shows that out of the male mentally retarded patient, 9 are not anxious, 12 have low anxiety level, 2 is moderately anxiety level, and 3 had high anxiety level, and so on and so forth. Ranks individual in terms of the degree in which they possess a characteristic. This one is the characteristic. So next example is under the interval scale. For example, the aptitude score from 80 to 90 are of equal difference as that of the aptitude scores from 90 to 100, both being equal in 10. There is also no absolute zero in this scale. For example, a place where the temperature reading is 0 degrees Celsius does not mean that there is no temperature in that place. Last is the example of the ratio scale. So we have here the table 1-4 about distribution of the accounting students in Cavite State University according to height and weight. Okay, so we have the ratio scale has an absolute zero to the scale. Example, height, weight, area, volume, speed, rate of doing work, amount of money deposited in the bank. Okay, so I hope we learned something from the basic concept of statistics, and we still have the continuation of this through the discussion of the collection of data. Again, this is Ma'am Ching, and this is Think Tank Like This. Bye-bye.